Hello and welcome back to another episode of Earl DFS. Oh, wrong one, yeah. As we will be discussing the top plays from the NBA slate from October 29th, 2019. It's a three-game slate, and these top plays are based on projections from rankfantasysports.com. Their link will be in the description below. You can sign up and get a 7-day free trial, and then it's only $9.99 a month for projections and stuff like that for NBA, NFL, tennis, college football.
If there's a DraftKings support for it, they probably have it.
Yes. And it's only $10 a month. So link will be in the description below for them. So be sure to check them out. But let's hop right into the slate. It's only a three-game slate, so we're going to be breaking it down game by game here. First, we have the Atlanta Hawks and the Miami Heat. Now, Rank Fantasy Sports did not have any projections for this game, so this is just for the ones that want to do the main slate. And we'll be breaking down this game right here. The Atlanta Hawks and the Miami Heat in Miami. Miami an 8-point favorite with the over-under at 224. Projected score will be 116 to 108. As we look at plays for Atlanta, Trae Young, he's been shooting the lights out here to start the year. At $9,000, he could be an intriguing pick to get around 60 points, but that's like his ceiling. So if he continues to get the usage rate that he does for Atlanta here, he could be a great pick. Then next we got Bam Adebayo, the power forward / center, who has been playing really well lately at $7,000, could be intriguing. And then Olynyk, also a power forward at center, $4,000 as your budget play for the Atlanta Hawks here. What's your thoughts about these players?
So basically for this game, I only played players from this game in a showdown between Atlanta and Miami. And then for Miami and slate, I did only use players from Miami. I did not get around to Trae Young because I had a bunch of other pieces in there that I feel like if I can piece together, I think I have Joe Kick, I have Luka Doncic, and LeBron or something, and I built a team around that, and it actually was able to use Cam Reddish and Jimmy Butler in there. So I don't think Trae Young is a play for me right now because of his price. I'm able to build a little bit better of a team with using different point guards like Jamal Murray.
Absolutely. I don't know if Trae Young will play that great tonight. Miami is the fastest paced team in the NBA, to keep in mind. But with Jimmy Butler coming back tonight, that pace could easily slow down because that was the pace they played with other players at the point guard position, shooting guard position. So that brings us to our plays for Miami, with Jimmy Butler being our top play.
100%.
I can definitely see us a month and a half, 2 months down the road, looking back saying, remember that day that Jimmy Butler was only 7,700 in a three-game slate, and now he's like 9,500?
Oh, yeah. Jimmy Butler's probably – it's his first game back, right?
First game back.
And he's got an opponent in Atlanta, so I definitely think Jimmy Butler can have a pretty good game, 40, 50 points. I think he will run the show tonight with for Miami. Not really much other nobody's going to come close to Butler on Miami, at least.
He is the number 2 play for Miami. If you are listing priorities for players from Miami. Next, we have John Collins, the power forward center at 7,300. He's been playing really well lately. His production may come down a little bit considering Jimmy Butler's back in the lineup. His usage might go down. So he may be not as good of a play, but he's still a decent play at 7,300. Then we have Alex Len. He could be good for around 20, 24 minutes. At $4,300, it doesn't take much to pay off that price tag. One thing you have to watch out with Alex Len, though, is that he does get in foul trouble really easily. But he will get you rebounds. He will get you points if he does get in. He's probably projected around 24 fantasy points tonight, so he could be interesting. The number 1 play for Miami, I think, in this slate is Cam Reddish. I think he's the number 1 play of the slate, point per dollar reasons, at $3,300. And he's been shooting pretty well lately. So hopefully he can.
He definitely is a budget play. I am starting him on my team just so I can build around him or build better players around him. So Cam Reddish is definitely going to be a start for me. He's probably going to be pretty chalky once it comes down to it.
Well, it's a 3-game slate, so players usually are pretty chalky when it comes to that. And then last, you have DeAndre Bembry at 3,500. It's strictly a budget move there because 3,500, it doesn't take much to cover that as a price point.
100%.
Any other thoughts into this game?
I don't think this is a game that you should really be like, okay, I want this player and build your team around it. I definitely think the next game that we'll go over is the game that's going to be the big one to watch tonight in terms of points and players.
Let's head to that one then. Next, we got the Denver Nuggets and the Dallas Mavericks. Nuggets coming into this game as a 6-point favorite with an over-under of 216 with an 111-105 projected score. You want to start with projected best players for Denver here?
Jokic is a pretty much must start for me.
Even at 10,000?
Even at 10,000, I could find myself getting there. Basically, I took Jokic and I took Luka Doncic, and I was able to build a team around that, including Keepler on the bottom. Mason Plumlee is going to be a good option. He's going to be coming off the bench because Jokic does not play 30-plus minutes normally. Because he does get in a little bit of foul trouble, but on opening night, he did manage to get 50-something points and only played in the second half mostly because he got in foul trouble in the first half. And then Jokic ended up hitting for 50-plus in the second game as well because they went to overtime. But he does play very, very well. He could shoot three. He does it all.
He proves that he only needs 20 minutes in order to score 50 fantasy points.
Exactly.
Which is $10,000. You need a lot from him tonight if you do want his price point to go.
Well, if he hits the projections, I will take it. If he hits 45, I'm okay with that. As long as he is as long as he's my highest scoring player because he's the most valued, highest valued player on the slate, I'm okay with that.
He's actually not the most expensive player on the slate. We'll get to that next game. Anthony Davis.
Yeah, I forgot about Davis. I did not play him. That's why. Jamal Murray. I always seem to pair up Jokic and Murray. They seem to be a good dynamic duo. I'm going to say one of the best dynamic duos in the NBA. Underrated. One of the most underrated ones. Okay. Will Barton will get some points off the bench. And then Plumlee will be. The one thing with Plumlee is you don't see him and Jokic on the court at the same time, but they do split minutes, so you could definitely see Plumlee get some points as well. I'll say he'll get over the 18-point projection that he is.
And then we're looking at Dallas here. I think Luka Doncic has to be a must-play tonight at $9,500.
100%.
Projected around 49 points is really nice. That's what you kind of want to see. Triple-double possibly from him coming tonight. This is going to be a very competitive game, so expect high number of minutes for Doncic and Porzingis. Porzingis, our next player we're talking about here, at projected 39.7 points at $8,200. He could be a good pairing with Luka Doncic as like a mini stack there. Delon Wright, he's projected 22.6 points for $5,000, which is not bad for his price point. He does share the same positions as Luka Doncic, but they can go back and forth there. A good budget play here would be Dorian Finney-Smith, the small forward, power forward, projected around 17.4 points at $3,400. That could be a nice budget play right there. And then last we have Maxi Kleber, power forward center, projected 12.9 at $3,700. But keep an eye, if Dwight Powell is out tonight, expect Kepler to get more minutes there in the center position. But he will have a very difficult matchup going against Nikola Jokic or Mason Plumlee, whoever's on the court at that time. But you can still get rebounds. You can still score points there.
Kleber is a play for me. I'm using him on all the lineups that I do run. So he is going to be one of my highest exposed players of the night, along with Jokic. So as long as he's on the court, getting minutes, getting rebounds, I think he'll go over the projected. I think he will hit for 20, 25 points tonight.
And that would be
for
huge.
For 3,700,
absolutely.
Draft him. Get him.
And he does help create budget for Luka Doncic and Kristaps Porzingis and Nikola Jokic and LeBron James and Anthony Davis if you are looking to roster those guys as well.
Yep.
Which anything else you want to input for this game here?
No, not really. I think we got the points across that Jokic and Doncic are the two big guys that you want to get. So
then let's move on to the last game of the night. This is a 10:30 game out in LA. We had the Los Angeles Lakers taking on the Memphis Grizzlies. Lakers coming in as a 12-point favorite against this rebuilding Memphis Grizzlies team. The over-under is around 219.5 with a projected score of 115.75 to 103.75. Looking at the Lakers here, I like Davis, I like James, Bradley, maybe, and really not much else because they have a lot of players they like to rotate in. I think they had around 13, 14 projected players to play tonight.
Yeah, I prefer to go towards the Atlanta and the Denver game. I am mostly avoiding this game. The only player I do have in on my main team from this one will be Avery Bradley, just because he's 3,500. I just don't see myself getting to Anthony Davis or LeBron James. Besides in the night slate, that's the only time I'm actually using any of these players. I'm using LeBron and Bradley, and that's pretty much it from this game. Memphis is not good. I mean, if you are going to go to one, Jay Morant, it's going to be
John Morant.
Yeah, John Morant will be getting.
He is a rookie though.
Well, he'll be getting volume. But that's pretty much it from this team. You're not going to see many players from the Grizzlies on the winning lineup tonight. So.
Yeah, but one you can see, I think, is Brandon Clark. He's projected 30.1 points at a $5,100 price tag, which is the best point per dollar on the slate, I believe, along with Cam Reddish. He is a great play there at a power forward and center position where he can fit into, I think, 3 or 4 slots in your lineup there. So probably make a little bit of room there for $5,100 Brendan Clark. Jay Crowder can project pretty well. He's 27.2% or 27.2% point.
Are you sure he's power forward?
I think he's power forward, small forward. I just typed that in wrong. My bad. And Anthony Davis, and go back to the Lakers, Anthony Davis and LeBron James could be good plays, but one thing you got to watch out for is this game could be over quick, which means that maybe Anthony Davis and LeBron James do score pretty well in that first 1 or 2 quarters, but they might not see many minutes if they're up 15, 20 points at halftime.
Yeah.
And you'll see them rotate in other players in that position. Then you may see cheaper players be able to get more minutes, but I'm not going to.
That's why I am saying that I am mostly avoiding this game. I would actually, if the projections are right, I'd rather have players from Memphis than LA, just because they will stay on the court longer. Anthony Davis and LeBron James, if it's a blowout, probably will get switched out and play little to no time in the second half. Absolutely. If they're up 15, 20 points, because
there's no point.
Why bother with a big lead, throwing out your big gun and having him get injured? So.
Exactly. Especially LeBron James getting a little bit up there in age, but not too much. But I can definitely see this game becoming a blowout risk where you don't want to start any of these guys because they might get limited minutes. So I would be careful if you are planning on rostering Lakers tonight. But if you are, Avery Bradley, Anthony Davis, and LeBron James are obviously the top 3 here. Anything else you want to input here? Anything else for the slate you want to input?
I feel like Denver and Dallas are going to be your top 2 plays for tonight. Hopefully, if you're going to stack a game, go that one. That one's going to be competitive all night, and you're going to see the big guns on the floor most of the night. Denver's only a 6-point favorite, so definitely go after that game in specific. But, hey, anything can happen.
Absolutely. And that's going to do it for this video. Let me guys know what your thoughts about tonight's slate are. If there's any players we missed or anything like that. But that's going to do it. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to like, comment, and